guys. So today I'm going to give you a tour of my camper that I built maybe like 2 years ago. Yeah, we're just going to do a little walk around and then I'll give you a tour of inside. Yeah, have a look. So it's a 2002 Holden Rodeo and it's a diesel. I got it like for $3,000 I think, and had to do a heap of work to get it to roadworthy, but now it's going, and had to respray the whole tub and get a whole bunch of work done. I used to just have a fiberglass canopy on it, and I had that for a while, and started watching some videos of other people building stuff similar, and I thought maybe I'll have a crack. Yeah, and this is what we came up with. So at the moment we're traveling around Australia, me and my girlfriend Lenny, who's videoing. So we keep all our clothes just in here in the back. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. And we also have our second battery in there, and 20 litres of water, some fuel. Also, a bit more water storage up here. You can never have too much in Australia because we do some long miles between different stops. These gas struts are what brace the camper long ways as it pops up, and then there's other supports on the inside that brace it side to side. The windows I used to make it, I just ripped them out of my old fiberglass canopy. They're just way cheaper if you do it that way. If you buy them brand new, it's so expensive. Yeah, the back. Give you a proper tour of that in a bit once we pop it up. And then on the other side, just like an awning, and yeah, the same thing again pretty much. Not too much to show. Yeah, maybe we'll cut to lifting it up. So now for the back tour, actually inside the camper. Just to start, like this first part is probably like one of the most practical areas of the camper. It's where we do all our cooking, access our food, sit, hang out during the day. If you come up a bit closer then. I cut out the back of the tailgate to fit this little stove in. Originally we had a 2-burner one, but it's just way less practical carrying around a gas bottle everywhere, and we find this really easy if you want to cook inside, outside, just pick it up, chuck it in. Although it's a bit more wasteful with all the gas canisters. Got a fly net, magnetic, that we use pretty much every day as well. There's heaps of mozzies and all sorts in Australia, spiders. Got the fridge, which is on a slide out, which is also super handy for cooking outside and when you want to access any food or fillet a fish. Got to catch some fish first. And yeah, up here we've got our map of Australia, some photos of way back before the trip, some of Len's little sisters, yeah. The switchboard where we got like all the lights for the camper, and the fan, the inverter, the fridge, can go off. And yeah, then we get a battery readout too. So we're a bit low at the moment because we haven't had much sun the last few days. It's been raining. Yeah, keep our chopping board, kitchen and sink, fire extinguisher. Yeah. Do you want to come on in? here we are. I'll open up the windows. Really nice being able to have all these windows up high because we get so much airflow come through the camper. That one. Sweet. So here we are inside. You see there's plenty of headroom. Like I have a good 200 above me, and yeah, heaps of space to walk around. Len's filming from up on the bed at the moment. Here we've got our kitchen space. We've got a drawer with all that cutlery and odds and ends in it. Fruit got from a nice market yesterday. Heaps of canned goods we store in here. Another 20 litres of water. Pots, pans, more odds and ends. Spices, other cooking stuff. And yeah, you can see where the fridge slid out before. It's really nice. We haven't used it much, but if we have heaps of friends who want to come in the camper, we can slide it out and chuck a couple of cushions there, and we can fill the whole room up. Behind the fridge, we just store gas canisters, first aid kit, books, a bunch of stuff. It's a bit of artwork from one of Len's friends. Sometimes when it's raining, we kind of need a bit extra space in here to cook. So we've got the lift out bench space, which is really handy. You can chop up food and cook at the same time, and one of us can be sitting down on one of the chairs. Yeah. We had to build these in as well before starting the trip around Oz, because as you can see, we needed heaps of storage. Len likes to crochet, so she has heaps of wool on the trip, and this was the perfect spot to be storing all of that, and rain jackets and hats and just random stuff that we use every day. Up here we've got a nice light, and Len crocheted a bit of artwork to go in between that. It's just LED strip around the outside. I'll turn it on quickly so you can see. Yeah, get the idea. Yeah, and then down here you've got the two main seats where we'll sit down and just eat dinner if it's raining outside, or hang out. And underneath each of these we've got storage as well. So in this one we store heaps of food, pretty much all food, like canned goods, everything, milk, you name it. And this side we store some tools, and just more odds and ends, books, you name it. Yeah, might cut to film in from this side so you can see what the bed and stuff looks like. So now you've got the other end of the camper. We've got a guitar stored. This is more wool, so there's a shit ton of it. We also had to build a tea shelf for Len, because basically she's got so much of it.
It's not excessive at all.
Incense, just a whole bunch of random stuff. And then up here we've got the bed. Basically we keep it packed up most of the day, and then at night time we'll pull it all out and set it up. As you can see, there's still heaps of headroom up here. It's a bit tight for me, but if I'm laying down, it's pretty relaxing. Often I'll be chilling up here during the day, and Len will sit down there, and one of us will be just reading a book. It's like having two different rooms. We get a little bit of space from each other. Yeah. To set it up, we use the two mattresses that are down on these seats, and then we'll chuck them up here, and then there's a bit of timber that slides out, so you get an idea. And that pretty much forms a full-size bed when it's all out. Yeah. Also, we got a little roof fan up here as well, which is really nice on hot nights, or if you want to dry the camper out if we've had a bit of moisture in here.
And the light up there.
Oh yeah, and also a little light that you can turn on and off from bed, which is good. You don't have to hop up. Yeah. So I forgot to mention before, I'll talk about this little part a little bit. Got the gas struts on the outside that brace the camper long ways, and this structure braces it side to side and holds it upright, combined with the canvas, which also does a little bit of bracing. Basically it's 22mm ply, which I drilled out to lose a little bit of weight, and it's a folding mechanism. You can see kind of how it works. It slowly brings the camper down. The gas struts take a little bit of the weight, or a large portion of it. They're a little bit too weak for the structure though, because I ended up putting 2 of my surfboards on the roof, and there's also a solar panel up there. So there's a little bit too much weight up there, so when we lift it up, it's quite difficult. But you know, fine tuning, and to put it back up. Yeah. And then once that's up, the whole thing feels like rock solid, like super comfortable if there's heaps of wind or rain or whatever. And yeah, the canvas was the only part I didn't really make myself. I had to get someone, you know, a little way away from where I was living to make it up. It cost about $1,200. It's just such a skill to be able to make this well, and it's not something I really felt like I could DIY easily. Yeah, but happy to spend the money on that. The solar panel on the roof's pretty small. It does the job. We've got the dual battery set up, so when we're driving it charges the second battery, and then the solar panel fills in the gaps when we're not doing large Ks. We haven't really had too much trouble for most of the trip, and hopefully it gets better as we get more sun. Yeah, I think that's about it. So the camper is made out of plywood. A big mistake was to make it out of non-marine ply. That was because I was on a budget, but it would have been worth to spend the extra money. Lesson learnt. And then it's not fiberglass, it's something called poor man's fiberglass. Just saw someone else do overseas. Basically it's painter's cloth with good quality PVA glue underneath, and then put the cloth over the top of that, more PVA glue, and then good quality house paint. It's waterproof for the most part. The places where I've had moisture get in has been the seals around these old canopy windows, and anywhere moisture's gotten in, it hasn't taken long for rot to set into the non-marine ply. Yeah, otherwise it's held up really good, you know, 2 years, and the main parts where it's sealed well, it's worked a treat, and definitely way cheaper than using traditional fiberglass, and better for you. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you have any questions about the build, feel free to chuck it in the comments below. Yeah, have a good day.